Welcome to the 2020 UNKAA Alumni Association Awards Celebration. My name is Lucas Dart. I'm a 1997 UNKAA graduate, and I'm the Vice President of Alumni Relations and Development for UNKAA. I'm joined by Kurt Ott, a 2007 graduate of UNKAA and President of the Alumni Association's Lead Council, and Tricia Danberg, a 1994 UNKAA graduate and the Alumni Association's Director of Alumni Engagement. Homecoming is always such a special week for our team, for our campus, and all the activities that occur during homecoming week. And we're actually feeling very lucky to have a homecoming week this year. And from what I understand, the students on the campus are perhaps even more excited to have the occasion of getting together for their activities than they would be in a normal year, given the pandemic. I think they're celebrating the fact that they can be on campus together and appreciating their higher education experience even more. We always have such a great time with our alumni that we honor. When they come back to the campus, the relationships that we see that they have with the campus, with their classmates, with professors and others. And we look forward to hopefully having some of this year's award recipients come back and celebrate with us next fall, when presumably we can have what we would call a normal homecoming experience. But we are so proud of the institution. We are incredibly proud of our award recipients. Your stories are our stories. We take great pride in you, and we are very excited to recognize you in this way this evening. This is the 40th year of recognizing distinguished alums from UNKAA, Kearney State, Nebraska State Teachers College. And we couldn't be more pleased to have this opportunity to present you and tell your story to our alumni and friends of the campus. So with that, enjoy the program. Kurt, take it away.
Since 1980, we have been recognizing our outstanding alumni. It is my honor to welcome the 40th class of distinguished alumni: Emily Balchutis, Thomas Crowther, Phil Gaffney, Laney Jorgensen and Panda Vest, Brooke McGee, Terry Peterson, Mary Rosenthal, Alan Smith, Patricia Tim, and Bob Whitehouse. Whether our honorees have excelled in their careers or given back to their communities or UNKAA, and some of these folks have done all of those, they deserve our appreciation and recognition. To begin, we'll recognize our Distinguished Alumni Award recipients.
Our first recipient is Phil Gaffney, a 1972 graduate who's a native of Myrna, Nebraska, and now calls Evans, Georgia home. He and Susan, also a 1972 graduate, have two sons, Philip and Matthew. Phil built his career in national and international supply chain management for various companies, including Eaton Corporation, Clark Equipment, Omaha Steel Castings, and Club Car Ingersoll Rand. He retired early from the industry in 2010 and now provides senior executive level business consulting for global manufacturing firms through his own firm, Gaffney Management Services. Phil's days at Kearney State College were spent with his fraternity, Alpha Tau Omega, in Student Senate, studying to stay on the dean's list and filling the airwaves on the campus radio station. He was selected as Greek Man of the Year and was even a valet driver for the Midwest Conference on World Affairs Dignitaries. Phil got engaged to Susan on the same day as his 22nd birthday and his graduation from Kearney State. The recognition for Phil's efforts through the years are numerous and include the USJC's Outstanding Young Men of America and the National Management Association's Chapter Service Award and the Silver Knight of Management Award. Phil volunteers his time through local civic groups, his church and government agencies, and is an advocate for people with developmental disabilities, especially those with autism. And in his spare time, Phil is always up for a round of golf or a trek across the globe. It it is my honor to present this award to Phil Gaffney.
I am Phil Gaffney, joining this wonderful event from our home in Evans, Georgia. My dear wife, Susan, also a 1972 UNK grad. We live a stone's throw from Augusta National Golf Club. We've attended many Masters tournaments. I've also had the great privilege of playing that splendid course 3 times. I am immensely pleased, proud, and yes, a bit humbled to be in the class of 2020 Distinguished UNK Alumni. It's wonderful. I must say I remain and always will a Nebraska farm boy, growing up in Anselmo, the son of great parents, Angela and Howard Gaffney, growing up with my accomplished siblings, older brother Howard, UNK grad, superintendent of Stapleton Public Schools. My slightly younger sister, Maureen Gaffney Nichols, UNK grad, presently president, State of Nebraska Board of Education. How proud we are of Mo. My younger brother, Robert, UNL grad, very successful sales executive with a major corporation. He and his family reside in North Carolina. Education has been at the heart of what I am and what I've become as a result of UNK. I think back as far as Anselmo Elementary, principal and my 5th and 6th grade teacher, Lyle Casper, UNK grad. My high school years at Anselmo Myrna. I was an accomplished basketball player, starter for 4 years, under the guidance and drive of Coach Vernon Ferguson, UNK grad. Also my Latin 1 and 2 teacher, Catherine Patton. Great friends for all these years. As I matriculated to UNK the fall of 1968, I immediately pledged Alpha Tau Omega fraternity. My splendid roommates at the ATO house, Dr. Monty Nielsen, recent retiree as registrar at Kansas State University. John Shea, Franklin area. Ben Morey of Minden. The many professors and administrators at UNK. Donald Briggs, Mr. B, a second father to me, all through college and through my life journey. Dr. Hal Blowstein, Dr. Harlan Clark, Maureen Eckloff, Ron Landstrom, Jim Runstrom. Yes, you also, Jim. James Smith, the driver behind the Midwest Conference on World Affairs, and he connected me with senior executives from the Eaton Corporation that launched my successful business career. I am so thankful. I owe a debt of gratitude to all those mentioned and the many, many more educators from UNK. Enjoy this event, all of you. Susan and I will enjoy it with you, and we wish you much success in your life's journey, wherever you may reside. Thank you. Bye for now.
Mary Rosenthal, a 1988 graduate and Omaha native, has made it her mission to support Omaha area first responders. Mary is the founder and president of Mission Omaha Foundation and is the vice president of the First Responders Foundation Board of Directors, serving as a liaison to the Omaha Fire Department. The mission of the foundation is to serve and honor all the first responders and their families, build appreciation and respect for their work, and enhance public safety. Mary works tirelessly to seek out the personal and professional needs of the men and women on the front lines and finds ways to help them be able to do their jobs better and easier. This past spring, Mary assisted those in need during the COVID-19 pandemic by delivering thousands of bottles of hand sanitizer made at local distilleries to Omaha area police, fire, and medical facilities, as well as delivering meals and food to Omaha police officers and the Omaha Fire Union. Mary has been successful in her career, both as the owner of Rosenthal Consulting and a realtor with MP Dodge. Through her career and service, Mary earned several awards, including MP Dodge Real Estate Phil Dodge Award for Self-Service Over Self and First Responders Foundation Board Member of the Year, special recognition from the Omaha Fire Union, and served as the keynote speaker for the 2019 Police Memorial Week Candlelight Vigil. During her time at Kearney State College, Mary served as a resident assistant in Stout Hall for a year, and when a resident of Martin Hall, she wrote the unofficial Hall newsletter, Mary's Nest, which was fun and sarcastic take on the news or lack of news for her fellow residents. The Millard South graduate has 2 daughters and welcomed her first grandchild in July. Please join me in honoring Mary Rosenthal.
I want to thank the Alumni Association for this award for the work that I've done for the Omaha metro area police and fire departments. The work that I do for police officers and firefighters is rewarding in itself. There is nothing better than supporting our local first responders, but this recognition of the work that I've done means a lot as well. So thank you.
Alan L. Smith grew up in Bartley, Nebraska, and started his education at McCook Junior College before making his way to Kearney State Teachers College, earning his bachelor's degree in 1964. Upon registering for classes as a junior, Alan quickly shifted gears from biology and physical education to biology and physical science. His ecology class with Dr. Marvin Bickle steered Alan to getting a master's in botany and zoology and a doctorate in plant ecology, leading to his successful career as an environmental consultant in the Houston, Texas area. Alan retired in 2007 after a 32-year career, owning his own company, Global Environments, for the last 20 years. He also served as an in-house environmental consultant for Shell Pipeline Corporation. Alan served as a founding board member and president of the Texas Association of Environmental Professionals, has served as a peer reviewer for scientific articles and papers, had peer-reviewed articles published in industry journals, was a speaker and moderator for the International Right-of-Way Association and Shell Pipeline Company, and was a certified environmental professional by the National Association of Environmental Professionals. Alan was the recipient of the Appreciation of Outstanding Contributions Award from the Texas Association of Environmental Professionals and is active in his community, serving on many local committees and boards. Alan and his wife Irene reside in Fredericksburg, Texas, and have 2 daughters, Gwen and Annette, and 3 grandchildren. Alan and Irene have enjoyed several travel adventures around the globe, as well as watching their grandchildren's many track meets during high school and college, prompting Alan to fondly remember how nervous he felt as a high school senior running at the Kearney State Teachers College Invitational Track Meet. It is my pleasure to present this award to Alan Smith.
Hi, I'm Alan Smith. I want to thank the University of Nebraska Kearney Alumni Association for honoring me as a distinguished alumni. This award culminates a journey that started in 1961 when 2 events happened in my life. First, I got married. Second, I enrolled at Kearney State Teachers College to finish my bachelor's degree. Dr. Marvin Bickle was my major professor, and he was a mentor and a friend throughout my life until his passing several years ago. The thing that impressed me about the instructions at Kearney was that the professors were dedicated to educating young people, which stayed with me throughout my career. My wife Irene taught school at Axtell while I worked on a farm to help with my college education expenses. She has been my partner for many years as my wife and as a supporter of my career. She is as deserving of this award as I am. Again, I want to thank the University of Nebraska-Kearney for this award. It is most humbling, and I thank you very much.
Bob Whitehouse is a 1967 graduate. Bob enjoyed a 47-year career in the Omaha public school system as a teacher, coach, athletic director, and principal. Bob's career in education started at Omaha Central High School. He then spent time at Omaha South High School, Omaha Bryan Junior High School, and Bryan Senior High School. He then spent many years as an educational consultant and the Omaha Public Schools coordinator of after-school programs. Bob was elected to 2 terms on the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, serving twice as the chairman. Bob also served a term on the Alumni Association's Board of Directors. He has served in various roles for multiple professional and community organizations, and his efforts have been recognized with numerous awards. Bob is a member of 5 Athletic Hall of Fames, including the University of Nebraska at Kearney, Nebraska High School Sports, Bellevue High School, Omaha Public Schools, and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrations Association. Many know Bob from his time at Kearney State College, where he was a standout athlete in both basketball and track. For Bob, scoring points all 4 years at the National Collegiate Track Meet in Sioux Falls, being one of Charlie's boys, time spent with his fraternity, Theta Xi, and the rivalry with Hastings College are just a few of his favorite memories from those days. Bob is a Bellevue High School graduate and now resides in Papillion with his wife, Kim, who is a 1977 Kearney State graduate. Bob and Kim have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. One of Bob's biggest highlights was being invited to serve on the 2017 UNKAA Summer Commencement speaker of the 50th anniversary of his own graduation. It is an honor to present this award to Bob Whitehouse.
Greetings, I'm Bob Whitehouse with the class of 1967. As I sit here and reflect on my college experience from over 50 years ago, it's virtually impossible to say anything reflective in a minute or two. I will say, however, in a year of hurricanes and fires, pandemics, political and social uncertainty, as well as athletic and activities that have all been canceled at all levels, it's really been a year to forget. What I can't forget is the outstanding education, the sporting opportunity, and the lifelong friendships that I was offered while spending my Loper days at KSC. It is with appreciation that I thank Dr. Dennis Poole for nominating me for this very special award. Thank you, Dennis. I was honored to have been elected twice to the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. One of the things that I learned in that role was that anybody who graduates from this outstanding institution will be prepared for any and all that might confront them. We are so fortunate to be led by a chancellor like Doug Christensen. He's responsible for the growth of the campus and the various colleges and the medical opportunities that UNKAA proudly provides. These factors will contribute to future Alumni Award winners' successes as well as ours. Thank you, UNKAA, and thank you, Alumni Association, as well as the faculty and students and staff for continuing the strong traditions that I remember from 50 years ago. I want to say congratulations to my fellow award winners, and may we all continue our support and appreciation for our alma mater during a year that none of us will ever forget. Thank you for remembering us and honoring us.
The Jim Runstrom Distinguished Alumni Award honors individuals who have gone above and beyond when it comes to their efforts on behalf of the Alumni Association and UNKAA campus. It was named in 2008 for longtime alumni director Jim Runstrom. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's recipients, Lanny Jorgensen and Panda Jean Vest. Lanny and Panda are both Kearney natives. Lanny is a 1963 graduate of Kearney State College, and Panda also attended Kearney State. They have been longtime volunteers for the UNKAA Alumni Association, hosting numerous alumni gatherings in their home in Arizona and assisting with much of the behind-the-scenes preparations. Lanny also served on the association's board of directors. Lanny's retired after a long career as a loan appraiser. He also worked in downtown development in Lincoln, Nebraska, Racine, Wisconsin, and Greenville, South Carolina, as well as affordable housing development for Tucson, Arizona. Panda was a real estate broker for 40 years and is now a semi-retired realtor with her own company, Sun Properties. Lanny and Panda are, most importantly, proud parents and grandparents. Their devotion to UNKAA has assisted the Alumni Association in maintaining a strong national presence. We are fortunate to have both Lanny and Panda as dedicated volunteers, supporters, and Lopers for Life. It is my great pleasure to present this award to Lanny Jorgensen and Panda Jean Vest.
I'm Lanny Jorgensen, class of 1963.
And I'm Panda Jean Vest.
We have had an opportunity to stay pretty close to the university vis-a-vis the Alumni Association, serving on the alumni board, and being active on the campus while I was there through a number of plays that I was involved in and other functions. It's truly allowed us to, even though we're moved around this country and are far away, it allowed us to keep track of what was going on at the university with the new construction going on and the other functions with our alumni. I would hope that other people in the future, new students, could have the chance to stay in touch with the university by being involved with the alumni. And we share in our pride, having gone to this school in the great little town of Kearney. Thank you for the award.
My part in this is because of Lanny, of course, but also I guess I was included. I know I was, because Lucas said I was included, because we did host the Alumni Association at our home, usually in February, so it was nice and warm and everybody seemed to enjoy that. And I'll tell one quick story. We had some entertainment at our house one night when everybody was there and Jim Runstrom was speaking to the group. We were out on our deck, and we have a small garden patio below the deck, and 3 javelinas came out of the trees and took a bath in front of us. That was our entertainment. I thank you very much for this award.
The Distinguished Young Alumni Award is given to an outstanding alum within 15 years of their graduation. Brooke McGee is this year's Young Alumni Award winner. Brooke grew up in Bertrand, Nebraska, but now calls the Washington, D.C. metro area home. Brooke began her legal career after being selected as a judicial law clerk through the Attorney General's Honors Program, spending time with 2 nonprofit organizations and 2 law firms in the Washington, D.C. area. Brooke is now an attorney advisor at the U.S. Department of Justice Executive Office for Immigration Review, Arlington, Virginia Immigration Court. Brooke is a member of the District of Columbia Bar. Brooke graduated magna cum laude in 2008 and received her master's in 2011, both from UNKAA. Brooke earned her Juris Doctorate degree from George Mason University School of Law. While in law school, Brooke was an editor for the George Mason University School of Law Civil Rights Law Journal. She was also president of the Immigration Law Society and a member of the Virginia Bar Association, Pro Bono Society, and Women's Law Association. Brooke interned with the U.S. Department of Justice and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. During her time at UNKAA, Brooke served as a Chancellor's Ambassador, participated in Student Senate, the Honors Program, Gold Torch Society, and the Summer Student Research Program. Brooke was also honored as the 2008 Summer Commencement Student Speaker. All of these opportunities, as well as the chance to travel with the Political Science Department's experimental learning courses, have proved invaluable to Brooke's success. It's an honor to recognize Brooke McGee.
Hi everyone, my name is Brooke McGee and I am so honored to receive the UNKAA Alumni Association Distinguished Young Alumna Award this year. I just want to take a brief moment and thank those who helped me throughout my time at UNKAA, in law school, and in my career. First, I want to thank my professors in the Political Science Department, including Drs. Longo, Louison, Duffin, Blaukamp, and Aviles, as well as my professors in the History Department, especially Drs. Van Ingen, Volpe, Biggs, and Ellis. Without their invaluable guidance and encouragement, I would not be where I am today. Not only did I receive a stellar education at UNKAA, but I also had many opportunities to be involved on campus. I think back fondly of my time as a student government senator, chancellor's ambassador, and summer student research program participant. These opportunities provided me practical skills that I use in my career to this day. I also want to thank my friends and family who supported me during the good and bad times. I would like to particularly thank my partner, Pablo, who supported me throughout law school. I would also like to thank my mom. While she did not see me accomplish many milestones, she always encouraged me to believe in the beauty of my dreams. I strive to make her proud every day. I wish I could be there to celebrate with you all in person. This has been such a tough year for all of us, but I know we can persevere together. Thank you again to the UNKAA Alumni Association for honoring me with this award. Go Lopers.
We are excited to present the second International Alumnus Award to Thomas Crowther, a native of Freeport, the Bahamas. He now resides in Frisco, Texas. Thomas worked for 20 years in general construction before creating and opening his own general construction firm, the Crowther Group, in 2017, serving as president and CEO. The firm has been awarded projects with Fortune 50 enterprises that include AT&T, Target, Core-Mark, PNC Bank, and Dallas County's largest healthcare system. Thomas grew his business while serving his community as an industry partner for the Dallas Independent School District and Dallas County Community College District Pathways to Technology Early College High School program. Under Thomas's leadership, the company has been the recipient of multiple awards. He currently serves as the Dallas Regional Chamber Board of Directors, Rotary Club of Dallas Foundation Board of Directors, DFW Minority Supplier Development Council Board of Directors, After School, All-Stars, North Texas Board of Directors, the Dallas Independent School District Superintendent's Business Community Advisory Board, and as a Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Alumni member. Thomas graduated from Hawksbill High School in Freeport, the Bahamas, and earned his degree from UNKAA in 1998. He is continuing his executive education through Dartmouth College's Tuck School of Business. Education was an important part of Thomas's upbringing in the Bahamas. Thomas has 9 siblings and was the first family member to leave their home country to attend college in the U.S. During his time at UNKAA, Thomas enjoyed living at Case Hall, watching snowfall for the first time, playing basketball at the Health and Sports Center, walking to West Campus for his business classes, and maybe the occasional Domino's pizza. Thomas and his wife Trish have a son, Tyler. Congratulations to Thomas Crowther.
I want to say thank you to the University of Nebraska at Kearney and the Alumni Association. Kearney was a place that I experienced numerous firsts. It was the first time that I left my home country of the Bahamas to go to university. I was the first member of my family to leave our country. It was the first time that I saw snow. It was the first time that I had a Domino's pizza. And it was the first time that I had a Hardee's burger. I remember long nights fellowshipping with friends inside Chase Hall, debating about politics and culture and visions and business. But most importantly, how we're going to graduate from UNK and impact the communities that we serve. Kearney was a place for me that taught me scholarship. I remember learning from some of the best minds within the construction program, and also walking to West Campus, oftentimes in the fall sub-temperatures of Nebraska, to learn from some of the greatest business minds. I'm grateful for the University of Nebraska at Kearney. It taught me strong Midwestern values. It challenged me to push the envelope and to never forget how important scholarship is. Key tenets that we've applied to our business here in Dallas. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Alumni Association. I wish I could be there in person, and I look forward to seeing you, my local family, soon.
In addition to the UNKAA Alumni Association Awards, we're delighted to include 3 campus departments who also annually recognize outstanding alumni from their colleges. It's my pleasure to present the Dr. Gary Thomas Distinguished Music Alumni Award. Emily Bolchetis of New York City is an associate professor of psychology at New York University and has authored more than 70 scientific publications. She has also authored a book, Clearer, Closer, Better: How Successful People See the World. She uncovers how the motivations, emotions, needs, and goals people hold impact the ways they perceive, interpret, and react to information around them. Her research represents an intersection among social psychology, judgment and decision-making, social cognition, and perception. Emily has received several awards for her research, including the Federation of Association of Brain Behavior Scientists, the International Society for Self and Identity, the Foundation for Personality and Social Psychology, and the Society for Experimental Social Psychology. Her research has been supported with several large grants from the National Science Foundation and has been featured in dozens of TV, radio, and print outlets around the world. She is also the recipient of the Golden Dozen NYU Teaching Award and Cornell's Clark Distinguished Teaching Award. Emily has appeared as a host for National Geographic and a guest on MSNBC, and she has delivered a TEDx New York talk. Emily is a New Millard North graduate and earned her degree from UNK in 2001. She received her PhD from Cornell University, where she held a Sage Fellowship. While in college, Emily was a Regent Scholar and was a member of the UNK Pride of the Plains Marching Band, concert band, jazz rock ensemble, and a saxophone quartet. Watermelon and Cantaloupe after summer band camp, painting murals on the stairwell, and witnessing a sure sign of the legendary Fine Arts Hall ghost during a late-night rehearsal are memories that will stay with Emily forever. She continues to play the saxophone and flute. Emily and her husband, Peter Corrigan, and son Matthew enjoy playing music together, hiking, cooking, swimming, and tackling many Lego projects. It's an honor to recognize Emily Bolchetis.
Surprised to win this award. I don't feel particularly distinguished, as the award's name suggests I should, because for me, there are really dozens of people I remember as having made far more substantial contributions to the music department, to the institution of music and music pedagogy, and to the shared history of UNK than I. And it's these people that hold a very special place in both my memory and my heart, and to whom I'm quite indebted. My siblings in the saxophone quartet, the guys that let me hop a ride in the marching band's instrument truck on the way to competitions, my section leader who brought pickup truckloads of cantaloupe and watermelon to the end of season celebrations for everyone to share. These people made the family I'm so happy to have been a part of. And of course, the esteemed music faculty. They were the primary reason I chose UNK in the first place. Those professors gave us all the freedom to explore our potential, a safety net to catch us if we stepped out too far, and the encouragement to step out again if we fell. I've stolen lessons from these faculty and applied them to my own personal and professional life. One afternoon when I drove up to Dr. David Knabb's house for a saxophone lesson, I heard Miles Davis's album Bitches Brew from blocks away, coming from inside his house. His children were still really young. One was just a toddler. Both of them were running around playing tag, only half clothed, listening to that edgy album and taking it in as if it was the backdrop of their childhood. In that moment, I remember thinking that music and parenting are more fun when done by breaking convention. My own son, Maddie, is 4 years old. He can sing the backup vocals to Anita Baker with that mock rasp in his voice. And actually, some of his first words were the lyrics to Led Zeppelin's Got a Whole Lot of Love. He's got a pretty strong start to his 2/4 beat on his drum kit, and I'm proud that my husband and I have passed along these tidbits to our son. But even more proud that he and the students that I now teach at New York University have come to believe that it's more important to try and maybe to fail than never to try at all. You lose 100% of the competitions that you don't compete in. Thank you, UNK, for teaching me that valuable lesson, and for so many more. You've changed my life and the lives of hundreds of students that I've passed these lessons on to. Receiving this award is an honor because for me, it means that what I learned at UNK and what I share with others has great value. Our legacy is the impact that we have on other people. And this award reaffirms that what I'm doing for others is right. Thank you.
It's my honor to present the College of Business and Technology's Distinguished Alumnus Award. Terry Peterson is a Kearney native and has lived in Omaha since the early 80s. Terry started a successful 10-year career in the food and beverage industry as a bartender, going on to own and manage establishments across Nebraska. During a trip to Omaha in 1983 to scout locations for a new restaurant, he came across a small landscape company selling railroad ties. Terry purchased that business, the Tie Yard of Omaha, and it quickly evolved and became Omaha Track, a full-service supplier and vendor to Class I and short-line railroads throughout the United States. Today, Omaha Track has more than 400 employees, including mobile crews and facilities in 9 states, from Illinois to Nevada. Terry is the owner and president of Omaha Track. Terry is active with numerous boards and associations, including Easter Seals Nebraska, Visiting Nurse Association, Salvation Army, and Salvation Army Women's Auxiliary. His family foundation, the Terry and Holly Peterson Foundation, supports philanthropic activities in Nebraska and surrounding states. Terry and Holly have 4 children and 10 grandchildren. Terry is a Kearney High School graduate and received his degree from Kearney State College in 1975. Congratulations to Terry Peterson.
It's my privilege to present the College of Education Distinguished Educator of the Year Award. This year's recipient, Patricia Morrison Tim, is from Beatrice, Nebraska. Like many Kearney State College and UNK grads, Pat dedicated her career to the education of children. She was a teacher at Friend Public Schools before serving as the executive director of the Family Resource Center, as well as president of the Family Resources Center Coalition of Nebraska, both in Beatrice. Pat is a graduate of Callaway High School and earned a bachelor's degree from Kearney State College in 1969. Even though Pat is now retired, it hasn't stopped her from advocating for education and children. She's currently a member of the Nebraska State Board of Education and has served 2 terms as president. Pat is an active volunteer serving on many boards and committees. Her outstanding efforts have been recognized with the Beatrice Community Volunteer of the Year Award, the Beatrice Education Foundation's Friend of Education Award, and the National Association of State Boards of Education Distinguished Service Award. Pat and her husband Stephen, who started his education at Kearney State, have a daughter Sean, who is also a UNK graduate. It is my pleasure to present this award to Pat Tim.
Hello, my name is Pat Tim. I graduated from Kearney in 1969 with a BA in elementary education with an emphasis in kindergarten. After teaching, I moved into community volunteering and policy-making endeavors that advocated for equity and quality for all who are seeking a public education, again with an emphasis on early childhood. I'm currently a member of the Nebraska State Board of Education. Receiving this honor was indeed a very pleasant surprise and a humbling experience. I felt that advocacy and policy were a way to make changes that I felt were necessary for success and achievement for all in Nebraska. Thank you to my family, my friends, and my colleagues for helping me make a difference. I could not do it without you. Remember, everything you needed to know, you learned in kindergarten.
What a wonderful group with so many accomplishments across the spectrum. We are all proud of you and how you represent our alma mater. Congratulations. A time-honored tradition at UNK is the singing of the alma mater. And just because we're digital tonight doesn't mean we can't continue the tradition. The words are on your screen, so please sing along and enjoy.
We hope you enjoyed this great celebration of our esteemed alumni. Our team really enjoyed putting this together. Special thanks to Shauna Hill and Trish Danberg. And let's celebrate, party.
Woo! Congratulations!
Congratulations.